All right, let's talk about something real. If you dream of owning your own place, but feel like you are just completely, totally priced out of the market, then you're going to want to listen to this. We're going to break down a program that's making that dream a reality for a lot of people, and it's called Proud Ground.
I mean, if you've been paying any attention to the housing market, you know the struggle, right? Your rent just keeps going up, and the price tag on a home can feel like it's from another planet. It's a really frustrating cycle. But what if there was another way, a different path to break out of it?
Okay, so let's get right into it. This new path we're talking about is Proud Ground, and its foundation, it's built on something way bigger than just houses. This is a modern-day opportunity that was actually born from a really powerful civil rights legacy.
And look, this isn't some brand new, untested idea. The whole concept of a community land trust, or a CLT, it actually came out of the civil rights movement way back in 1969. It was a way to secure land and build wealth for generations. Now, you fast forward, Proud Ground got its start in '99, and today it's the largest CLT in the entire Pacific Northwest. That's a solid history right there.
So, this is the million-dollar question, right? How does this actually make a home affordable? It all comes down to one fundamental difference, a big shift in how we think about buying a house.
Okay, get this, because this is the absolute key. When you traditionally buy a home, you're buying two things, the building itself and the super expensive piece of dirt it sits on. With the community land trust model, you buy the house, just the house. Proud Ground, the trust, holds onto the land for the community, and by separating those two, the price you have to pay just plummets. So what does this look like in the real world, say after 10 years? This table just lays it all out. If you're renting, you know the deal. High payments that can go up, and you're building zero equity. A traditional buyer, they've got the highest payment of all, but yeah, they're building equity. But now look at the Proud Ground buyer. You've got the lowest monthly payment, a lot of times less than you'd pay in rent, and you are still building high equity. It's the best of both worlds.
But this whole thing is bigger than just getting one person into a home. It's designed to benefit the entire community for the long haul. The agreement you sign makes sure that the home stays affordable for the next family that comes along, that it goes to another qualified family, and that it stays a home for someone to live in, not just a rental for an investor. It's all about building stable communities.
Okay, so you get the concept. Now the big question is, how do you actually do it? Well, Proud Ground gives you two really clear pathways to chart your course and get those keys in your hand.
So you've got two main ways you can go here. First, you can check out the homes that are already in the Proud Ground portfolio. The second option, this one's a really big deal, you can get what's called a down payment assistance grant. This lets you go out and find a home on the open market, which gives you a ton more choice. And don't think you're going to be stuck with just one type of place, either. We're talking single-family homes, townhomes, condominiums. There's a real variety, so you can find a home that actually fits the life you want to live.
Okay, we really need to focus on that down payment assistance grant for a sec, because honestly, it's a total game changer. Just think of it like this. It's a huge subsidy that comes in and just slashes the total amount of money you need to borrow from the bank.
Check out the math on this. It's pretty incredible. Let's say you find a house you love on the market for $450 grand. Proud Ground could come in with a grant for, say, $170,000. That means the loan you need to get is only for $280,000. For so many people, that is the literal difference between dreaming and doing. All right, so let's be real about what owning a Proud Ground home actually means for the long term. It's about building your own wealth, for sure, but it also comes with some responsibilities. And they're really upfront about the whole thing. Okay, probably the number one question people ask is, wait, how do I build wealth if I don't own the land? It's a great question, and the answer is in this resale formula. It's designed to be fair to you and the next buyer. When you sell, you get all of your down payment back, 100%, you get every single dollar of the mortgage you've already paid off, and on top of that, you get a 25% cut of the home's appreciation. So you build your own personal wealth while paying it forward.
And the responsibilities on your end? They're really clear and make a lot of sense. You take care of the home, and you live there. It's your main residence. You pay property taxes, which are often lower in this model. There's a small $50 a month land lease fee to Proud Ground that helps keep the program going. And the only other thing is, if you're going to do a big renovation, you just get their approval first.
Okay, you've seen the model, you've seen the benefits, and you know what's expected. If this is sounding good to you, let's talk about the exact action plan to actually get started. And they've laid it all out in 4 simple steps to get you to your front door. Step 1 is the intake and attending an info session, which, hey, by watching this, you've pretty much already started. Step 2 is getting your documents in. Step 3 is key, meeting with a housing counselor and a lender.
And then step 4, that's the fun part. You get your eligibility letter and you can actually start shopping for your home.
And for that second step, submitting your documents, let's get you prepared. It's all the standard stuff you'd expect. Your last few months of pay stubs, tax returns if you work for yourself, and any other letters showing your income, like Social Security. The good news is it's all handled with electronic forms to keep it simple.
Now, one really important heads up. You will need to have some of your own money ready to go. You should plan on having somewhere between $3,000 and $6,000 saved up. That's for things like earnest money, getting a home inspection, and covering your closing costs.
And listen, once you meet with that counselor and get through the paperwork, that's when it gets really exciting. As a team over at Proud Ground likes to say, that's when the real fun begins. You are so much closer to buying your own home.
So it all comes down to this. This model offers a real path to stop throwing money away on rent, to start building your own equity, and to finally put down some roots in a community. So the only question left is, are you ready to build your foundation?